could you tell me about your involvement at the Firefly Music Festival?
Sure. So Dogfish Head has been the craft beer sponsor of the Firefly Festival since the moment it was conceived. We're really, really proud of that relationship. We even worked with Red Frog to develop a beer, Firefly Ale, specifically for this festival. And it's basically a very quaffable, sessionable pale ale that is brewed with English barley because the Sex Pistols invented punk rock, and American hops because the Ramones invented punk rock.
Great, and you were kind of just telling me how Dogfish Head just loves music. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, we're as much music geeks as we are beer geeks here at Dogfish. Every weekend we have live original music at our brew pub and have for 20 years. In fact, this weekend, the June 11th weekend, we have our Analog A-Go-Go, a giant vinyl music and cask beer festival that starts with an amazing concert from a California band called Tall Tales and the Silver Lining on Thursday. Other great bands at our pub through the weekend. So music's really at the heart of what we love about the opportunity to express yourself creatively like we do with our beers.
Can you tell me how much beer you guys sell over the weekend at Firefly?
Sure. So it's a pretty impressive number. It's our single biggest volume event of the year, even compared to the Great American Beer Fest, the largest beer festival in America. At Firefly, we average 10,000 pints of Dogfish Head beer every day, and it's a 4-day event. So it's quite a few kegs that we share with beer lovers there.
Wow, that's incredible. I've also been seeing you guys are number one, you're on the top in BuzzFeed of the beer you should try, and you've been on TV shows and stuff. Do you guys get a lot of the people from bands coming to your booth, like a lot of musicians, famous people?
Yeah, you know, it's been cool to interact with the different bands that come into the Dogfish booth, hanging out, talking with Elijah Wood, the famous actor, about his favorite Dogfish Head beers, and the other folks that have come through, guys from Entourage and stuff. That's been rewarding, but really secondarily to hanging out with just hardcore beer lovers who you see wearing the shirts and high-fiving you at the festival, and they're super psyched that Dogfish Head's kind of become as much a part of the festival as hanging out and listening to the music that you love.
Now, what was I know you said you guys love music, what was your initial, how did you get involved with Red Frog events?
Well, I think it was announced, they wanted to kind of have an explosive announcement out of nowhere that this major East Coast indie hip-hop festival was going to happen in Delaware, and literally within 10 minutes of the announcement, my wife, who's always on social media and runs that part of her company, texts me and go, "Dude, we gotta reach out to these guys. This is right up our alley, what they're talking about." And that day we reached out to them, and they were like, "Yep." In our research of Delaware, you guys came up as the Mid-Atlantic brewery we wanted to work with on this. So immediately started discussing opportunities to create a beer and a destination. The Dogfish Beer Garden at Firefly is the biggest single tent or programming space of that whole festival, and has become a real kind of epicenter for excitement and communication among beer and music lovers.
And Dogfish itself has been great for this area, obviously. How do you think Firefly impacts the area in Dover?
Well, I think it's definitely helps to put Dogfish Head on the map, but more importantly, the beauty and approachability of coastal Delaware for our neighboring cities that are around us. The demo of Firefly mostly draws from New York down through the Virginia, which is where we sell about 70 or 80% of our beer. I was playing bocce out here with Governor Jack Markell yesterday, and he was talking about just how excited he is for Firefly and the country music festivals that are coming up here, in that they're introducing a lot more people that can drive and get to Delaware within a day to reasons to come and see how beautiful our state is.
So do you think Firefly is something that you guys will keep participating in year after year?
Yeah, I mean, it's our intention to always be the official craft beer of Firefly. We have a great relationship with the folks of Red Frog, so we're very hopeful that we'll keep paying this one forward and keep making it happen.
And my last question, can you tell me about any other music festivals you guys participate in? Are there any other ones, or any just festivals in general?
I mean, there's lots of amazing beer festivals like the Great American Beer Fest that Dogfish sponsors. We sponsor the Extreme Beer Fest. We're the lead sponsor of that up in Boston every year. Savor, which is a great beer and food whining pairing that I was at this past weekend in DC's a huge one for us. So, the success of craft beer nationally means that there's these opportunities to celebrate at festivals pretty much every weekend. We kind of pick and choose which ones we love the best. There's a really great one happening happening at the end of August, early September here at the ferry launch in Delaware, and it'll go back and forth between. It's a festival. It's like a movable feast that goes between Delaware and New Jersey, and that festival supports the brewers guilds in those two states. So people should be on the lookout for that beer festival as well.